I am 17 years old. I had third-degree heart block, and my wish is to become a nurse.
Eli's wish was to get a new therapy horse.
My wish was to have a camper.
Evelyn loves Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse, and she also loves water. And we thought a Disney cruise would be a perfect choice for her.
My wish was to meet a penguin.
My name is Gabriel and I'm 6 and I was the coach on the Timber Atlas.
Marisa was born with liver cancer. She had a liver transplant when she was 13 months old. Her wish was to have a gazebo, to have a playhouse in the backyard.
My wish was to get a craft room.
Jacob's wish was to become a police officer. And there are two things that child has always loved and been passionate about in his life. And it would be fast cars and police. He watches cops 24/7.
It's not just the families and the child who gets rewarded, but everybody involved is rewarded. At times, the PD, I think, feels selfish because we have gained so much from this. And it started out with, this is Jacob's wish, it should be his happiness, and it is, but it's also ours too. And it's really, truly impacted us in such a positive way.
My wish was to get a camper.
Henry's been through a great deal. He's been through 6 rounds of chemotherapy. He's had his major surgery where he had his tumor removed, the stem cell, a bone marrow transplant, now the radiation.
Henry has cancer, but Henry's almost done. Yeah.
They mentioned that he could make a wish, so he was thinking about things.
And we'll have a microwave, a fridge, a stove, a furnace, a stove, a bathroom, beds, 2 bunk beds.
The boys said when they received the camper, they would like to take it to the store, take it to McDonald's. They want to take it everywhere they go.
Henry's just been quite the trooper through all this. It's just amazing how much strength and courage that he has going through all of this. It's given Henry and Charlie and the rest of us
family
something to look forward to, something positive.
Ben was diagnosed with chronic liver failure. They said that we should go down to Children's, and he was put automatically to the top of the liver transplant list for the entire United States.
I was granted a wish because my liver failed and I came close to death.
One night he was laying in bed and he just couldn't sleep and I couldn't sleep, and we just talked and he told me all these things about his mom and how awesome she was, and he said how great a dad I was. And just how, he said all his friends have great moms and dads, but you guys are the best, and he was giving examples of why we were so good. And then he turned and looked at me and he says, "Dad, am I gonna die?" And at that point, I didn't know what to say.
I was in the hospital after transplant for about a month.
He was in surgery for approximately 10 hours, and then they brought him out of surgery and kept him in a coma for 2 days, and then they had to go back in for another surgery, and then they brought him out and brought him back to the room, and we saw him for the first time, and he looked like he was part of the machine. There were so many lines and so much hardware coming out of him.
Knowing I got a wish made things a lot easier. It was something I could look forward to after all of this was done.
He wanted to swim with the dolphins and go sailing and snorkeling.
The thing I enjoyed most was probably going from staring at the hospital, same 4 corners every day, to just seeing paradise, and everything you did for me was amazing. I loved every part of it, everything you guys did. It was just awesome.
Lydia was born at 37 weeks, and her diagnosis was Down syndrome, esophageal atresia, so she was born without an esophagus, and congenital heart disease. Right now, she's sick and she's maxed out on all of her medications and rescues, doses and that kind of stuff. And so we're just kind of, it's a wait and see game. She's got a smile that just will grab your heart. Her wish was to go to Disney. I think just seeing smiles on the kids' faces. They've all endured a lot of, you know, my older girls not knowing who's gonna pick them up because Lydia just got sick and Mom had to run her to the hospital. And for a whole week, they smiled and they laughed and they had fun. Mom and Dad were there 100% with them. And so that was really important. When Lydia saw Mickey, it was like the whole world stopped. And from behind the curtain, I'll just not ever forget that. He just jumped out and Lydia just ran to him and they just hugged. And she was kissing his nose. It was so sweet. And he would not let her go. And when we came home and she had to go into a procedure, she goes, "Mom, Mickey's my friend." And she watched Mickey on the iPad. It's not a childhood idol. It's not just someone she watches, it's really her friends. They're there to comfort her and get her through everything that she needs to. Make-A-Wish took away every stress, every worry, every anxiety from planning to making sure that formula was there. They think of everything.
Make-A-Wish.
It wasn't just for Eli. Yes, that's who got the wish, but it really helped all of us.
Thank you everybody at Make-A-Wish for everybody that helped me get a camper and make new memories.
My wish to be a nurse is going to become a reality so that I can give back.
For my family and for my son, I mean, we just can't say enough for what Make-A-Wish has done.
All I can say about Make-A-Wish is God bless you.